You know, my friends, I do have an issue relating to this fragrance, but it's not, I have to say, it's not the way it smells. I don't have an issue with that. And I was going to say I don't really have an issue with its performance, although to be fair, it is related to its performance. You know what, my friends? The issue I have with this fragrance is its consistency. And you're going to say, Leggy, mate, has it got lumps in it? No. Not that kind of consistency. It has not got lumps in it. Can I just clarify that? But for me, I either get an amazing amount of time of projection or a really short time of projection. That, for me, the consistency is the issue I have with this. But seriously, all right, we're going to discuss both the smell and the performance. Come here. You know what? Massive warm welcome to this crazy channel. I'm a crazy guy, random crazy guy, massive collection of fragrances. I'm not selling you anything, I'm just giving you maybe a few hints and tips and a bit of advice. But most of all, I want to inspire you. Look at that, I got it right in the middle. You, yeah, you. I need to inspire you to wear a good fragrance every single day, not just on a Monday and miss it on a Tuesday and then go, oh, I should have worn it. Right, every single day, because you trust me, you will have so much better a day. Now, this fragrance, which is a fairly recent release by the house of Afnan, it's called 9 PM. I'm waffling here, trying to focus. Oh, look at that! 9 PM Rebel, quick while it's focused. 9 PM Rebel. It is the 100ml. It is the eau de parfum, and it will cost you here in the United Kingdom around about 30 British pounds. Now, it looks very similar to its original, but let's discuss as to whether there's any similarities between these two. Now, that's 9 PM. That's the old one, right? Right, that's where it all started. That, my friends, is a clone, a pretty good clone, if I have to say myself, a pretty good clone of Ultra Male by Uncle Jean-Paul Gaultier. Okay, that's stunning, goes on for a long time, and it's very close to Ultra Male. He says as he nearly drops the bottle. Now, oh, talking of bottles, trust me, these tops, which looks a little bit like the top of my head, right? If you drop these caps, not only have you got a chance of cracking your sort of tiles on your floor, if you drop the cap of this fragrance on your foot, you will not be walking for weeks. Don't know why, but they've made it like just too heavy. It's, right, trust me, it's heavier than the actual bottle. And I don't normally discuss the packaging, but why they've put so much lead weight in this top, I don't know. Right, let me spray Afnan 9 PM Rebel for you, and let me try and talk you through it. Now I need to just reveal a bit of skin, so just stay there. Okay, right. All right, let me tell you, when I first smelt this fragrance, my first thought in my little brain, I was like, that's like Creed Aventus having an off day. And then, you know what, my second thought was, it's a bit like Baccarat Rouge having a pineapple day. And over the time I've been wearing this, I've kind of come to the conclusion, it's kind of almost a mixture of those two. Because the pineapple sort of, which hits you straight away, is very much the pineapple that's in sort of Creed Aventus. But then there's nothing else to do with Creed Aventus. There's a lot more to do with Baccarat Rouge 540. Okay, now, let me try and answer a few questions. First question, you're going to say, Leggy, does it relate to the original? Alright, honestly, they've used the name 9 PM because it's got a good reputation. They've used the bottle and they've used the silly sort of lead weight on top. Right, that is the only similarity between the original Afnan 9 PM and Afnan 9 PM Rebel. There is no relation at all. Okay. Is it a smooth fragrance? No. Is it refined? No. Is it an easy wear? It's right, okay. It is slightly challenging because it's kind of all over the place. It's, if I'm honest with you, if a fragrance can be sort of disorganized and, well, I suppose rebellious, this is it, okay? Honestly, there's nothing smooth, there's nothing sort of refined, there's nothing sort of elegant about this fragrance. But then I suppose with a name like Rebel, they've hit the sort of sweet spot here, because it does rebel. Okay, it is nothing refined about this one. Okay, now the pineapple, which hits you straight away, it dominates for a while, but after about 20 to 30 minutes, up comes a sort of real sort of raucous amber note. Okay, and that essentially, yes, there's loads of other notes. There's a bit of caramel, there's a bit of floral, there's a bit of this, that and the other, but essentially you're going to smell a pineapple and a real raucous amber kind of note. I'm breaking it down into layman's terms. You know, you look up the notes if you want to. There's a shed load of notes in here, but essentially that's what you're going to get. Now if you want me to be really helpful to you and tell you what it's going to smell like, because realistically over the time I've been wearing this, I've kind of come to the conclusion that it's sort of a mixture of two very popular fragrances. That's what gets you first of all. Now, I struggle with the name on this, and it's Quaid Al Furzan by the mighty Latifa. Okay, that, my friends, is what hits you first of all with this fragrance. That gorgeous sort of pineapple. Now, this realistically is like a syrupy pineapple energy drink. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. And then once that just recedes slightly, up comes this one. Now, this has love and this has hate. Now, I know as soon as you see this, you're either going to go, oh yeah, I like a bit of that. Armaf's Untold, okay? And there are some people who just go, oh no, that's this is almost like chemical candy floss, all right? It is, okay? Now this, my friends, Armaf's Untold, I absolutely love it. I rave it, I rate it, and I love it. Now, because this, for me, takes the original Baccarat Rouge 540, when the old boy first launched it back in the day. Now, let's be honest, over the years, the original Baccarat Rouge by MFK has been somewhat softened. It's been reformulated and it has been softened. But trust me, if you go back to an original formulation, it is sharp, it is aggressive, and it is that loud, right? It tells people that you're going to arrive about 2 hours before you actually get into the room. That, my friends, Armaf did a stunning job of actually going back to the original. Now, I get it. A lot of people are going to go, this is just too chemical, it's just too wrong, it's got that iodine-y whatever note. Okay, it is. Okay, this one is an aggressive take on Baccarat Rouge 540, but trust me, that is an amazing place to be. Okay, so Afnan 9 PM Rebel is a combination of those two. Okay, if you want me to be honest, it's a bit like Creed Aventus having a bad day, or it's a bit like Baccarat Rouge having a pineapple day. Now, the consistency. Well, let's talk about the performance, which sort of involves the consistency. I'm going to be honest, on my skin, now my skin is white, okay, it's neither particularly oily nor particularly dry, okay, it's average Anglo-Saxon kind of skin. This, my friends, is always a skin scent till the next morning. Okay, that's where it is consistent. Okay, so regardless of what time you put it on, say you put it on at 6:30 in the morning, the following morning, unless you've showered and particularly scrubbed your skin, right, this goes through a shower. So this is consistently a skin scent for a full day into the next day. Okay, on clothes, this is consistently about 3 days, or until you wash those clothes. And trust me, every now and then, if you've sort of got some on a t-shirt or something and the washing machine's done its thing, whatever, sometimes you're drying them on the radiator and you just get a cheeky waft of this. So it sticks like glue. In that terms, in that way, in that respect rather, it is very, very consistent. But here's the thing. As a projecting fragrance, I either get an hour, all right, let's be honest, for the first hour, this is consistent. every time I've worn it, right, it is consistent. For the first hour, this is a loud fragrance. As you walk around, as you move around, everyone within about 3 or 4 meters, maybe a little bit more of you, get a whiff of this gorgeous fragrance, okay? And you can see I'm sort of looking around trying to work out where it's coming from. Okay, so consistently for the first hour, this is firing off you, okay? It's projecting wildly. And I don't normally use that expression. I normally say things radiate. No, for the first hour, consistently, this is kicking off you. And then on my skin, this is weird. Sometimes after the first hour, this literally drops down to like a very, very close, intimate scent, a little bit more than a skin scent, and then it just does that for the rest of the day. But here's the other thing. Here's the non-consistent thing. I've had this projecting, literally projecting wildly, like it does for the first hour, for sometimes when I've worn it, for about 4 hours. Okay, and I'm like, oh, man, this is so good. And then the next day I wear it, or the next time I wear it, and trust me, it's on the same sort of moisturised skin, it's on the same clothes, it's on me basically, same guy. You know what I mean? I don't change overnight. Maybe lose a little bit more hair. No, trust me. And some days I will get maybe 4, sometimes 4.5 to 5 hours of this literally everywhere. Room filling, car filling as you go. You know, sometimes you can go into the room and then you go somewhere else, you come back into the room and you're like, whoa, it's still there. It's like lingering in the air. Okay, but then I say the next day I'll wear it and after an hour, it's almost like it disappears, it's gone. Okay. Now, that's the issue I have with this fragrance, but generally speaking, I can recommend this fragrance if you want something which is a little bit off the beaten track. It's not smooth, it's not refined. I would say in terms of unisex, I don't know what they market this as, but I would say it's mostly a masculine sort of fragrance. But realistically, after about half an hour, the pineapple sort of comes back. It doesn't totally disappear. The pineapple comes back and it leaves you with a dry down, which is essentially a very aggressive amber sort of dry down. Okay, now if you like Untold, you will appreciate this, because this is a fruity pineapple over the top of Untold. Now, is there anything else I need to tell you about it? I don't think so. I'm going to say in terms of value, at £30 it's very good, and I'm going to say, you know, if you sort of have the issues with me with the consistency in terms of it projecting, you can deal with that, because then I suppose after an hour, if you've got your little Travelo with you, you can just top up. Or on the days that it's projecting wildly for 4 or 5 hours, you are enjoying this one. Okay, who could wear it? Honestly, teenage upwards. Okay, it has a sort of a raucous sort of energy with this one. Okay, it's not smooth or refined. It doesn't even try to be. It doesn't care. It is, my friends, a rebel. Okay, don't expect something that's warm and cozy and all refined, because it really, really isn't. It lives up to its name of a rebel. Okay, now, would I recommend it? You know what? I would, but just be warned, the performance, or at least the consistency on my skin is patchy, and it could be the same on yours. Now, I'm going to love you and leave you. Hopefully I've given you enough information. If not, drop me a comment and a question, but drop me a comment anyway and just say, Leggy, you know what, you talk waffle, but thank you. All right, you don't have to say thank you. That's me forcing you to say thank you. You can just say, Leggy, you talk waffle. Okay, I'm going to go now. But please, please, please bear this fragrance in mind, because you will enjoy it, but don't expect anything smooth or refined. Okay, I'm going to go. So, before I go, I need to tell you. You need, my friends, to wear a good fragrance every day. Now, whichever fragrance you choose a good one, and you need to do this. Because you'll have so much better a day. So please stay safe, never stop spraying, and I hope to see you next time. Oh, and if you can do a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. See you next time, and goodbye.